best friend. You are my best friend. Upon hands through thick and thin we will stand. You are my best friend. You are my best friend. You are my best friend. We'll walk this road from the start to the end. You are my best friend.
Hi, I'm Wendy Murato, and I am with
Sandy Sanfilippo.
And we are here to do our last cat chat.
Our last one.
Our
yes.
last one. I'm going to
Okay,
retire.
Peppercorn.
Not from Kitten Krazy, just from Cat Chat. Been doing it for a very, very long time, 18 years, and so we'll say our goodbyes at the end. But this will be our last taped adoption show, and we'll explain some things later. But anyway, it's kind of exciting and it's kind of bittersweet.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we are going to stay here a long, long time as Kitten Krazy. So who do we have?
We have Peppercorn.
Peppercorn. I'll
And-
hang on to Peppercorn. You
Okay.
hang on to the paperwork.
All right, Peppercorn.
Here's my baby
She's a beautiful
Peppercorn.
girl.
Oh,
She's very
so
playful.
soft.
She's very friendly, and she gets along with all the other cats.
She does.
She's about 7 months old.
She
She's
is.
very talkative, and she definitely loves attention.
She does.
Anybody that has come in here today has just, she's been so friendly with them. So she is a
And
sweet
she
girl.
has a sister, Moose Tracks.
Oh, Moose Tracks, yes.
Moose Tracks is her sister. And does it say on there what the backstory is?
On no, it does not.
Okay. It is kind of a sad thing, but
Yeah.
we're hearing this a lot. People losing their homes and their living situations because of the cost of living and everything else going
Exactly.
on. Now we're after the fact of COVID, but the effects of COVID, the effects of the government and the increases in food and everything else, people are now having to live in their car. And they take their pets and they try desperately, but for the sake of the pets, they're having to give them up.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to live in a car with 2 cats.
Yeah. And God bless these people. They did not want to give their cats up.
No, they did not.
So in this case, we took in Moose Tracks and Peppercorn. And Moose Tracks is just getting over a little bit of a medical issue. And she'll be perfectly fine. She's absolutely gorgeous. She is a classic tabby, beautiful. And as soon as she's available, she'll be up for adoption as well. But Peppercorn, we've been holding her, waiting to start the show for quite some time, and she's just kind of done.
Yeah, she's
so I'm going to let her go.
She's getting a little antsy
but
right now.
she is the sweetest thing. Super soft like silk.
And she's got little white hairs
Yeah.
in part of her body. I've
Yeah.
never seen a
Yeah,
black cat
a
with
lot
those,
of cat-
little, with
actually-
those little hairs.
Yep. Black cats
Really?
can get that. This is Kristen. Everybody knows Kristen, our wonderful shelter manager
Yeah.
and cat wrangler.
Yeah.
That's Minnie.
This one is Minnie.
Sit on your
Okay,
lap.
Minnie hates sitting on your lap,
Yeah.
but we'll sit next to you
And,
all day
and
long.
she will let you love
And
her
look,
and play with her. And
She plays. We think she's about 8.
Yeah.
Look at Minnie.
And-
She's like, Minnie, look, this is your toy.
And she loves watching cat TV
She,
on YouTube.
oh yes, we
Yes.
have a TV in the living room here, and she will sit on her chair and just watch the squirrels and the birds, and it's
try to-
YouTube
Try to
cat
get
TV.
at them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she loves it, and she plays with everything.
She plays.
Look.
She plays
Look,
with
look.
all the toys, and she makes little squeaky sounds when she's got a toy in her mouth.
Yes.
So she's got the cutest little face.
It
She
is
just
nap
got that
time now.
little pug nose of hers.
She's got a little eye issue here that goes up and down, depending on stress or whatever. Hey, she's on my lap. What did I do to deserve
Yeah.
this? Well, she is a little bit older. She's like 8, but her name is Minnie because she's tiny
She's
for a
tiny.
cat. Teeny
Yeah.
tiny. And so if you want a tiny little cat or a cat that looks like it's a kitten almost, this is your girl.
Plays like a kitten.
We have no idea why she gets picked over every time.
Everybody loves her
Every
when they
time,
come
everybody.
in.
Yeah.
They play with her. She plays with them, and but they don't adopt her for some reason.
Play with anything.
Yeah,
Anything.
Anything and anybody.
yeah. There she goes.
And she's like, you could turn your TV off and be entertained by Minnie.
Yes.
I call her Minnie Mouse, or Minnie the Mouser. She just loves to play.
Yeah,
and
she's
she's exhibiting this behavior
She's
even
very
now.
playful.
Super playful. What a sweetheart. If you just need a companion in the house, she's perfect.
Here comes Becca.
Becca. Becca. Big Becca. She licks her legs raw out
Yeah.
of nervousness, and so
But
we're working on that.
Becca loves treats.
She loves treats, thus the hanging belly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Yep.
Okay.
Minnie has the cutest little face. She
does.
is absolutely, in my opinion, humble opinion, although I've seen bazillions of cats in my life and had an American Shorthair, a pure breed American Shorthair. Minnie is the epitome of an American Shorthair. Everything about her looks like if you tucked her head and her tail in, she would fit in a shoebox.
Yep.
Her legs are short, her tail's short, her ears are short and round. Everything's small and rounded. Her face is rounded, her ears are rounded. Her nose is not diagonally down, it's round.
Yeah, she's got like a little pug nose.
Yep, and her legs are short.
Yeah.
And they're very stout and low to the ground. And she is every one of those things.
Yeah.
And they're very well known to be very dog-like, fetch, very great family pets. So I wouldn't be able to say she's absolutely a pure breed American Shorthair, but she checks every box.
Yep, she does.
She does. So, and then who's next?
Daphne? Do we have?
Yeah.
Where's Daphne?
She's around the corner. She was just watching TV on the chair.
Yeah.
There's Daphne.
Yeah, Daphne.
Yeah, she was just watching TV. You want to just sit, Kristen? Sit with us, Kristen. It's the
Yeah.
last show. Kristen hates being on TV.
Daphne's a
but
little
that's okay.
bashful, but she's
Daphne.
friendly
Okay.
when it's snack time. She likes her treats, and she watches the cat show. She's She's a little over 2.
A little over 2.
She's
yeah,
about
she's
2
a
and a half.
sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Beautiful gray cat.
Yeah.
When she came to us.
Yeah, she had kittens, and
I guess she doesn't want to be on TV.
she's with
She's
Kristen.
with me.
She's a beautiful little gray girl, but she has a classic pattern in her coat, but you can hardly see it.
Yeah.
She's almost like full gray,
Got a lot of gray.
but you can see
Yeah.
the classic pattern on the sides.
Yeah, she's
called
got
a bullseye.
white paws.
Little white paws,
Yeah.
like a little tuxedo.
But she's very
Here
very
comes our
cute.
peppercorn.
Yeah.
Oh, peppercorn. There she is. She says, "Hi, camera." She is a
Hello.
dolly. Just a dolly. We have a lot of adults right now. It is January 2023. Kittens are born seasonally, so we don't have a lot of kittens right now.
No.
Fascinatingly, we did have them through Christmas and still do have some, but every time we get them healthy enough and up to weight and spayed and neutered, they hit the floor, they're gone.
Right.
And there's people
we do
waiting.
have 4 in the back room.
We do have 4.
Yeah.
They just hit the floor.
Exactly.
And they won't be here by
one-
the end of the weekend.
One's a little polydactyl.
Oh, okay. Do you want to tell them what a polydactyl is?
A polydactyl cat is a cat that has more than 4 toes. And kind of like the Hemingway cats, all the polydactyls. So if you ever knew about the Hemingway cats, that's what a polydactyl is. And every once in a while we get one in here.
Yep.
Or 2, or
Or
a
a
mama,
litter.
or a mama in a litter. So,
Well, we had the mom, and then 2 of the kittens had polydactyl toes, and 2 or 3 didn't. I can't remember if it was 2
Yeah.
or 3 more. But so it's random. It's
Right,
just a random
right.
genetic defect that is adorable and doesn't bother them usually at all. That they get extra toes right in here. And oftentimes This just grows straight out, and instead of their dew claw up here, it grows down
Oh, it's
here,
down there.
and it looks like a mitten, and so they're called mitten kittens. And the reason why they're called Hemingways is because Ernest Hemingway
He had
had lots of
polydactyls.
them on his island that he liked to
Exactly.
write off the Key West, and
they're
they are
s-
still there.
They're still there. I went
still
and I visited with them.
Did
Yeah,
you?
they're all over the place.
All
yes.
over. Are they wild?
No.
You can pet them all.
Yeah, you can pet them.
Oh,
Yeah.
And they have caretakers on
They
that
have
island?
caretakers in his house.
Yeah.
And they just live in his house and in his grounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard recently when there was a hurricane that
Mm-hmm.
came through that the women because they're women that
Correct,
are caretakers. They didn't mention any men, but the women. They said the women caretakers refused to leave the island because of the cats.
Because of the
So they
cats, right.
tried to gather as many as they could, and after the hurricane, they counted the cats, and they did not lose a single one.
Yeah, they're beautiful cats.
So, congratulations, heroically done.
yes.
Two paws up, right?
Okay.
All right, who do we have?
This is
Travis.
Travis.
On my shoulders.
Yes.
So I know Travis because Travis came from friends of mine. We named him after the young man who asked me to bring him in. He was working. He works as an accountant, quite a distance away, but in Ohio. But Travis was hanging out, being fed outside out of dumpsters and people's lunches and whatnot, and he just wanted to be with people. So Travis asked me to take him in, and of course I said yes. Travis, my person Travis, used to volunteer when he was a little boy.
Oh, did he?
And it was at my house.
oh, my.
And
Hi,
his mom
Travis.
and his sister and him would come and help clean, and for many years. And so, you don't say no to someone who's been a supporter of you for all these years. So I named him Travis after Travis, and he's just beautiful now.
And he loves people.
He
loves
loves
everybody that comes
people.
in here. He's right there.
Yes, he got neutered, thank the Lord, because he was a stinky boy.
Was he? oh, boy.
Hi, Travis. Did you go boy? Oh, he's purring.
He's
I don't know
very-
if you could
he's-
catch that. Here, let me see. Kitty, kitty. I don't know if you can hear that.
And he-
Mike is here from Armstrong. He's like,
And he's very talkative.
are you going to talk to me?
When he was in the cage, when he wanted out, he would meow and meow and meow. He wants out. He doesn't like being in that
Oh,
cage.
he's so sweet. Isn't he sweet?
He
He's
is
a-
FIV positive.
Thank you, Kristen. Yes, he is FIV positive. What does that mean? He's got feline immunovirus, which is feline AIDS. He should live to be a long, healthy life as long as you keep him inside. That would be best for him. Keep him updated on his vaccines and things to help keep his immune system up because it's an immunosuppressant virus. It suppresses his immune system. However, if he doesn't come in contact with things like most indoor cats don't come in contact with things, he should live a very long and healthy life just like any other cat. And used to be a stigma that shelters especially, we would not put an FIV positive cats with our other cats. There's only one way right now that he can pass along this virus, and that would be a very deep bite wound with another cat that he's fighting with. We watched that very closely when we first introduced the cats into the rooms, and we don't have any cats, nor is Travis one of those cats that want to pick fights.
No, he wants to play
look
with
at,
everybody.
Look at Minnie.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I like this pet a
just-
lot.
Minnie always wants to be with people.
Yep.
She is very social, but it is, again, like I said, it is nap time. From 12 to 4 every day or 12 to 5-ish. It is siesta time for cats.
It is. It gets quiet around here.
Yes. Now, if we were to hear midnight to 5 a.m., It's Mardi Gras.
That's when they all come out, right before we close.
like everyone.
They all come
Everyone
out.
asks Kristen. She's first in, and it's like Mardi Gras, right? Party!
They're everywhere.
Everybody's gone. All the people
Be
are
nice,
gone.
you two.
Okay, that's just a normal
Yeah.
introduction of a cat. He just got in here not that long ago.
And
And,
he wants to make friends with everybody, but some of the girls don't want to be friends with him.
Right, right.
So,
Minnie was playing with him.
yeah, Minnie
Yeah,
plays with
okay.
him. Dusty doesn't, she won't tolerate him. But
Dusty doesn't tolerate anybody.
no, and she teases
There she
him.
is, over
She
there.
teases him, and
There
he
she
runs
does.
after her and wants to
Dusty.
play. So,
Kitty, 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 kitty. Dusty. Kitty, kitty,
but
kitty,
he's-
kitty. Come on, Dusty. She's like prowling.
there was I think two women in here this afternoon.
Oh, here comes Becca.
That were looking at him and falling in love with him, and she says, "Well, I got to think about it because her cat just passed." And didn't he follow them all the way to the door and wanted to go home with them?
But you're my people.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving without me?
Yeah. Oh, look at him.
But we say, let your cat pick you every day, numerous times a day. Let your
Yeah.
cat pick you. Sit down in each room. We have multiple rooms. They have different kinds of cats in each room. One room is a kitten room. One room is a scaredy cat room. This is our main room. This is where pretty much the bulk of the adults come. We have other rooms down the halls for different various reasons. And but everywhere there's a chair, and you can walk around and try to pick cats up and stuff. That's fine too. But if you sit down, a lot of times they just come up to you. The
yes,
one
they
that
do.
wants to go home is
Yes,
going to
they
come
do.
up to you and not leave you alone.
And he was asking them why they were leaving without him. So, yeah,
He's
who knows?
handsome. He's young. He's very svelte, so he is going to fill out a lot more. But for those of you who have male cats and think, well, I'm just going to spay my females, I'm not going to bother doing my males, your house is going to smell very bad once they reach maturity. 6 months, you may start to smell things. By 8 months, 9 months old, they are so pungent. That male urine smell. They're not spraying all over your house. That's just the urine coming out in the litter box
Yeah.
that is so strong. And I actually moved my desk away from the cats because we were taking in so many adult male cats that all I was smelling was that urine smell all day long because it just gets in the air, and until they're neutered, it won't go away. And even after they're neutered, it takes
Takes a while.
week or so for it to subside. And then it's very tolerable like any other cat. With good litter, you don't even smell it.
Yes.
But that's what you're smelling. And a lot of people, once their cat gets to maturity, their male cat gets to maturity, they toss them out of the house. They don't want the smell.
Right.
But it's your responsibility to get them neutered. Get them neutered.
Yes.
That all goes away. The fighting goes away. The wanting to be outside goes away because they're designed to smell a female cat up to a mile away that's in heat. In a radius of a mile. That's a lot of space they're covering to go mate. And so they're smelling that out the windows in the summertime and all. They want out. That all goes away. And then they say, oh, I don't want my cat to get fat. Well, play with them. Give them toys. Give them catnip. They go crazy. And then they go take a nap.
Give them a cat tree to climb
Give
on.
them a cat tree. Take them for a walk on a leash. Put the harness leash on them when they're little kittens, and they learn about the leash. And then you walk them around the house once they're used to the leash. Once you're used to the harness, then you put a leash on. And once you walk them around the house for a little while on the leash, you're confident they're not going to flip out. And then you can take them for a walk with you,
Travis.
Lots of ways to keep weight
Hi,
off
buddy.
the cats. And then don't overfeed. The best way to keep weight off of the cats is to make sure that the bowl is never empty right from day one. Because they will self-feed properly if they've never known starvation.
Yep.
So,
And there
who
he-
else do we have? Do we have anybody else?
Phoenix.
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 Oh, she's
yes,
beautiful.
She is. And she is so inquisitive.
And she just got in here. But she's doing great.
Where'd she go?
She's invisible. She's actually a brown, kind of like a caramely tabby, just beautiful color.
I think that's her.
Like
right
an
there.
autumn color. She would fit perfectly camouflaged in
Yeah, she
a
is.
pile of leaves.
She is a very
And
pretty cat.
Yes.
Here comes Becca again.
She had.
Becca doesn't like to be on TV.
She's got a lot of anxiety, Becca. She's been here a very long time.
She can't reach her tuchus to clean.
She
Yeah.
can't clean herself.
Because
Yeah.
she's got a little.
Her legs.
So she
She's
licks
got
her
a
legs.
chubby
belly.
belly. Yeah.
Yeah. So she licks all of that. Okay, Becca Bear.
But she can climb.
yes,
She climbs all the way up that tree. So
I think that the statistic is that a cat can jump 5 times their own height when they're standing up. 5 times that in one zoop.
and they do.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Extraordinarily
on that
athletic animals.
Tall. They're always.
Yeah.
Where did he?
Where did Phoenix go?
Where'd Phoenix go? She
I
was
don't know.
all over this room before.
Nap time.
Yeah, I guess
Probably
so. She
nap
went and-
time. So, well, it's coming up on Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. So if you want to get the love of your life, come and see Kitten Krazy. Kittens are already in the belly, cooking.
Yeah.
They're going to be coming, out of the
We're
oven
gonna have a lot of them
pretty soon.
Yep.
And then we've got to get them raised
Oh, look
to
at Becca.
8 weeks old.
Becca's posing.
So Mike's got Becca over there.
Here's
And
Annie.
here's Annie. Oh, she's just
Okay, Annie.
spectacular. She looks like a Russian blue.
She's
And
beautiful.
people don't know what Russian blues are until you say, this is what a Russian blue looks like. But I've never seen one for real.
Yeah.
Not a pure breed one anyway. But anyway, so going back to that, what was I saying?
Oh,
That's,
I'm
this
not
is
the one
why
to
I'm
ask.
going to quit the show. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
It was just filler chatter.
so
Anyway.
Miss Annie.
Miss Annie. Okay, see how this is just spectacular. She could be a Russian blue. Nobody
And-
knows. She's probably not. She's just a gray cat. But Russian blues are blue.
They have a.
In the cat world, in the purebred cat world, gray is considered blue. They never call them gray cats. In any color, in any breed, gray is blue. It's called blue. And so, because there is like a bluish hue to some of these, but Russian blues are really bluish. Look how sweet
Yeah, she is. She's a nice cat. She's a beautiful cat.
She's super soft.
Yeah.
She feels like a plush toy.
yeah.
Yes, her
Yeah,
does.
And she's
Yes,
very
her
calm.
does. She
Yeah.
is.
She doesn't mind being
is.
held.
She doesn't. But her tail's telling me that she.
She's getting a little agitated.
Well, that's not
Yeah.
necessarily terribly agitated, but she's thinking about it. She's thinking about it because she's not really all that settled in here. You want to sit over here?
Here, come on
Come
over
on,
here.
sit over here.
Come on,
Wanna
Annie.
see?
Annie,
Come on, baby.
come on. It's
She's
all
a
right.
sweetie. There.
It's
She'll be
okay.
more comfortable if she is the one that makes the decision. That's all cats.
Yeah.
If they make the decision, they're a lot more relaxed and comfortable, just like some humans that
Yes.
like to make all the decisions.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
much happier that way.
Well,
But
she is
really,
soft.
you'll have less biting, less scratching if you let them make the decision to sit next to you instead of making them sit next to you or picking them up when they hate being picked up.
Some don't like to be picked up.
A lot of cats don't like to be picked
Yeah.
up.
But some love you to
Oh.
carry them around and
My Ralphie. Oh my goodness. Now see, maybe we have to do one more cameo show of my Ralphie.
now let's not show your back end. Let's show your pretty face.
Oh, she's like,
Yeah, she
oh,
wants-
I'm shy.
she's
I
ready-
don't really
she's
want
ready to go.
Max is playing with
Annie.
Oh, there's Phoenix.
She's very tiny. See,
There's-
look at her little teeny tot feet.
Yeah, she does have little.
She's going to stay pretty small. She's got real feminine features, real svelte little features. She's going to be a littler cat.
Now there's Phoenix over there.
And there's Phoenix like on the floor. Okay, so Mike's going to go over and film Phoenix playing with her ball and toy, and when she got here, she just about ripped my arm off. We were trying to do her medical, Kristen and I, and I'm like, oh boy, I think I'll have to wait till she calms down a day or two. But she was pretty feisty that day, but now she's as sweet as an
she's
angel.
great. Yeah, she's been walking around this room and playing with everything.
Yep. Isn't she pretty though?
Mhm,
She's got
she
very
is.
dark striping in her legs and her little brown belly, and
She was found over by the Career Center.
yes. Yeah, she was found by the Career Center, and everybody asked everybody, is this your cat or what have you, I'm sure. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but when we get in cats that are found, we often look up all the sites that are lost and found, and we also check for microchips, but generally nobody microchips.
Yeah.
I bet it's less than 1% of people who own cats,
You broke it.
or at least 3% or less, I would say for sure, less than 3% of people that own cats get them microchipped. You broke it. You break it, you buy it.
Minnie breaks it all the time, don't
Yep.
you, Minnie? Yeah, that's one of her favorite
She wants to
toys.
go play too. Here comes Annie. Maybe she'll want to play with her. Microchipping, and the other thing about microchipping, and I'd love to be an advocate for it, but it just hasn't worked in the 25 years I've been in this business. Microchipping has not worked. And there's many reasons for that, of which I'm not going to get into, but it doesn't work. And one of the reasons is, if your cat gets lost, you have to know that every single vet clinic or every single rescue that this cat might end up at is going to at least take a wand and check to see if there's a microchip there. And I would say that not a great percentage of rescues and doctors do that. And if you find a cat in this area and you want to keep that cat, I will tell every person, you are welcome to bring him to Kitten Krazy. We have a universal wand, and we will wand that cat for free. You don't even need an appointment. If we're open in the front, we'll be open in the back. And we can at least bring that up and check for a microchip for you. So if you're one of those people that find a cat and are willing to pick it up and try to find its owner, we'll be happy to do that.
Exactly.
To get it back home.
Yeah. Well, she's got to take a little break now to.
So, but that's our show for today. So, Kristen, you want to come back over to say goodbye?
I'm gonna grab Annie.
You're going to grab Annie and put her back? Or just grab her?
Where is she gonna go on my lap?
Aw. Well, it's been my pleasure to do this show all these
Yeah.
years and share information with you. Some
It's okay, Annie.
Some we've
She's
shared
had enough.
over and over and over, but the reason I started this show, as I mentioned to you guys, I've been doing this show for probably 17 years.
Come on, Phoenix.
And today Mike told me that this is episode 151 with Armstrong. I did this show on Bat TV prior to that, and so I'm probably nearing 200 shows at
Wow.
this point.
That's a lot.
And it's just time to move on. And with the TV show, not with Kitten Krazy, but just with Cat Chat. And so what we've decided to do is Mike is all on board, and Armstrong, and they're going to run our cats as a slideshow. So keep watching. I don't know if we'll continue to call it Cat Chat, but it'll definitely be about Kitten Krazy's adoptable pets, and it will be much more often than we're able to tape a show. It's hard to get everybody together, Mike and me mostly, where our schedules coincide, and we have the kind of cats that we can show on the TV and get everybody together. And so this way we're going to be able to probably run it on a daily basis, even, at a certain time slot as to what Armstrong wants to do. So we promise to keep the information current. You can see all of our adoptable pets every day on your own by just going to Pet Finder and putting in Kitten Krazy with a K. And there'll be all the same photos and data that Armstrong is going to run. So If you don't have a computer, though, this is a way you can see them. And then Mike said he would also put them on YouTube, and you can share that with your friends as well that way. If somebody is interested in a cat, we do have people coming from different states.
We do.
Because of Pet Finder, anybody anywhere can locate us if they're looking for a specific cat. Now, like we had the Persians and the Himalayans that came in, and people just could put in looking for Persian, and then our rescue came up, and people came from everywhere
From
out of state
Yep. Right.
to get those cats. So we appreciate Armstrong for all these years of taping this show. Thank you so much for all of your support and for the great guys that have taped the show. In all these years, Mike is only the third cameraman that I've ever had, and he's great. Thank you, Mike. So they've put up with a lot of me. And so have you guys.
Oh, it's not so bad.
From us to you, thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Wendy, and welcome to another edition of Cat Chat. And today we're going to talk about kittens, and I'm sure that you can already hear them in the background. They're pretty loud at a certain age, and we're going to talk all about the aging of a kitten. But isn't she cute? She is adorable.